Hey team. All right, so you don't have any extra homework tonight, so it's just what we're doing in class together today. So let's dive in. We are going to closely read a poem called Magic Island, and then we're going to be working with pulling a central idea out of that. So you guys have worked with central idea a ton. We've done this with fiction and novels. We've done this with nonfiction, with articles. And so now we want to try doing this with poetry, okay? So you're gonna need to highlight your document and I will show you how. So just have in mind like two kind of colors that you wanna use. And we're gonna actually do 3 close reads of this document and they're on the document for the poem as well. So first we're gonna read just to figure out what's happening. Then we're gonna read for figurative language. And then we're gonna read for theme or evidence to support the theme that we've discovered. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my document, and you should be doing that as well, right? And I can see it here. I'll make it a little bit bigger so that you can see. All right, so we're going to read the poem Color of Water, or Magic Island, excuse me. And the first thing that we're going to do is just read it and try to figure out what's going on. So I will read it aloud. Magic Island. A collar of water surrounds the park peninsula at noon. Voices are lost in waves of wind that catches a kite and keeps it there in the air above the trees. If the day has one color, it is this, the blue immersion of horizons, the sea taking the sky like a swimmer. The picnickers have come to rest their bicycles in the sprawling shade under each tree, a stillness of small pleasures. A boy half in sunlight naps with his dog. A woman of 40 squints up from her book to bite into an apple. It is a day an immigrant and his family might remember, the husband taking off his shirt to sit like an Indian before the hot grill. He would not, in his own language, call it work to cook the sticks of marinated meat for his son, circling a yarn of joy around a chosen tree. A bit of luck has made him generous. At this moment in his life, with the sun sifting through the leaves in panes of light, he can easily say he loves his wife. She lifts an infant onto her shoulder as if the child were a treasured sack of rice. He cannot see her happiness hidden in a thicket of blanket and shining hair. On the grass beside their stray mat, a black umbrella, blooming like an ancient flower, betrays their recent arrival. Suspicious of so much sunshine, they keep expecting rain. Okay, so we want to talk about what's going on here. Okay, well, there are people having a picnic, and they're on an island, right? There's lots of water. And when I look at the poem, I can see they're grilling meat. The woman is reading, the boy is napping, there's a baby, right? And it seems like from what they're saying, he can say he loves his wife, a treasured sack of rice, her happiness. It sounds like they're really happy. And then this last little bit gets to me too. It says, suspicious of so much sunshine, they keep expecting rain. So I think with that, coupled with this line that says, it's a day an immigrant and his family might remember, it sounds like they immigrated from somewhere and they just got to this nice place and they're kind of like trying to enjoy it. Okay, so that's what this is about. And now we're going to go back and we're going to highlight any figurative language. So that's imagery, similes, or metaphors. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to pick my highlight color, and I like blue, so I'm going to use blue. And now I'm going to go through the poem. And right away, I can see a piece of figurative language here. This is a metaphor, a collar of water, right? A collar of water, like water is not a collar, right? It's not a piece of clothing. So I'm going to highlight that, or I'm going to go over that with my mouse. I'm going to come up here to my highlighter and I'm going to click blue, and then it will highlight it for me. Okay. So that's a metaphor. It's saying the collar is the water. Let's see. Voices are lost in waves of wind. I'm looking for another one. Oh, if the day has one color, it is this. The blue immersion of horizons. Okay, I love that piece of imagery, so I'm going to highlight that. Okay. And now pause the video. You're going to go through the rest of the poem and highlight pieces of figurative language, and then unpause the video when you're ready for the next step. Okay, so step 3 is to list 3 or 4 themes below the poem. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go here. And definitely one of the themes that first jumped out to me is family, because, you know, they're talking about the dad, the son, the mom, the baby, right? So you can go from here and you can list 2 or 3 more. So pause the video while you do that. Okay, so my next step is to choose one of the themes that I said, and then to highlight the evidence that supports that theme in a different color. So I'm going to work with family. So let me just keep reading the poem and see if I can find it. Okay, so here it says, the picnickers have come. But as I keep reading, it doesn't tell me if they're related. It just says a boy and a woman. But here it says, it is the day an immigrant and his family might remember, the husband taking off his shirt. Okay, so I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to choose pink for my highlighter color. Okay, and then I'm going to continue reading. Oh, for his son. Here's another one. Okay, great. And then I'm going to keep going like that till the end of the poem, highlighting my evidence. Right? If you have any questions, let me know.